guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa with Budget and Style Designs, and if you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. So this week, in today's video, I am going to explain how to create a weekly budget. So this is for those of you who are on a weekly pay schedule and who want to know, how do I figure out my budget so that I can be maximizing and utilizing every dollar to the fullest potential each week. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So if you haven't tuned in to check out starting a budget with the monthly view, which is what I've got right here, head on over to my channel. I will link it up above so that you guys can find that and head on over. What I'm going to be doing today is taking the information from over here. I'm going to be dividing it by 4 so that we break it into a weekly budget. And as I explained in the video for the monthly budget, I am choosing to do my budgeting as follows. So you're guaranteed that you have 4 weeks in every month. We are budgeting on a 4-week pay schedule. And any month that we have a 5th paycheck, we will always take our sinking funds out, and the remainder of the money will be used as a true bonus. So that money will either go into savings, towards debt snowball, or you guys will see that we have some expenses that we're not able to budget for right now, and we will be putting the money towards that. And so that is how we are choosing to run our budget. And we are going to get started with today's. So I've got these stickers from Erin Condren that kind of go with the washi, and I think they're cute. And so I am going to start here with our income. It is important to me to make budgeting fun and cute. That's kind of what helps make it something sustainable and something that just can have a difference. And so we have tried many different budgeting styles over the years, and honestly this has gotten us the best response, and we're only a few weeks in. I already have over $300 saved. I'm making money on eBay. I'm making money on a side hustle. We're hitting our income goals. We are really, we've got everything paid for September already, and it's only September 15th. And so it's really helping us to really stay in line with where we're trying to go. So income, we have from job, or I'm just going to put work here. So what I'm going to be doing is taking my calculator, and I'll just put it right here. So 3,576 divided by 4 equals $894. So this is what we are getting weekly. Additional income, we'll take the 1,580 divided by 4 is $395 per week, which makes our weekly total $1,289. So the importance of the weekly is we get paid weekly. So every Friday I will go take $1,289 out of the bank account. And then I will be doing envelopes for all of our debts. So I will be doing it for our fixed expenses. I will also be doing it for everything except our savings. And the reason I'm doing this is I am doing a zero-based budget. We just have the tendency to be serial swipers. Me more so than my husband, but we tend to just swipe our card without much thought, without much planning. And you're like, oh, I've got the money. And then you forget, like, oh, I didn't pay this, or this. And so until we can really get going in our budget, I am pulling all of our money out just to help us really get on top of things and establish healthy habits. So to sum it all up, what I'm pretty much telling you is I can't trust myself to not make poor decisions with my spending. So I'm bringing it to all cash. And I am making it so I'm accountable, and literally I would have to come home to the safe, pull money out, like from paying our mortgage to go buy whatever, and I'm not going to do that. Having to literally come and take that money out, it's not going to happen. And so that's just what we have found is going to work for us. If you find that you're stuck in struggling with your budget, I highly recommend this method for you as well. So I am going to write down all the categories, and I'll fast forward through this. Okay, so here are all of our fixed expenses. And so what I'm going to be doing here, I'm just going to put these side by side and try and get my calculator in view as well. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be taking this amount, 817 divided by 4. I am not okay with doing any change under any circumstance, so I am rounding that up. So this is actually going to be, I will either round it up or down. This actually is rounded up to begin with, so I am just going to take this to 204. Our P and C line of credit is 106 divided by 4. So that's going to go up because it's over 50 cents. I'm going to take it to 27, and then you'll see like that kind of helps even out rounding that one down. Edward Jones is 60, so I'm dividing that by 4. That is $15. And then yard maintenance is also 60, so I am going to just do that one as $15 now as well. Dominion is $56 divided by 4. That is $14. Mazda divided by 4 is $78. And the reason I'm taking this up to 78, even though I took this one down, is because our payment is $308.95. So we don't have a lot of wiggle room there, and I want to make sure that I'm close. I knew that my mortgage and my home equity line were going to complement each other, and so that was just kind of something I knew ahead of time. 227 divided by 4 is going to be $57. 250 divided by 4 is $63. So I would always rather round on the side of caution that's going to help my budget versus kind of downplaying it and setting it up to struggle. Does that make sense? Like, you don't want to assume that you have less money than what you really do and just really make it harder on yourself. $20 a month for Sirius FM, that is $4 a week. And then Netflix is $4, roughly $4 because it's 14 divided by 4. So what I did here is I took my fixed expenses from my monthly budget, divided them by 4 to get my weekly amount. And so this is going to guarantee every month that by pulling this money out, I will be set for my monthly expenses, that if I have any additional pay or an additional paycheck, so meaning a 5th paycheck, these will all be covered. And so whatever this total amount is, I won't have to worry about paying on 5th paychecks or any other circumstance because I know they're covered within these 4 paychecks. So let's add those up. You know what? I'm going to go back and change this. That's the only one I didn't round up, and I wish I would have. So we're just going to round up to 205. So this total is going to be 4 plus 1. So it's going to be 496. So every week, that is our total for our fixed expenses. Next, I want to allocate for our savings. I should have used the little palm tree. That's so cute. The palm leaf, it's not a tree. So savings, I'm going to put right here. And I'm just going to leave a total line because it's just one number. It's $100 a week. And it is non-negotiable. And also, we have a goal. So since it's $100 a week, within 10 weeks, we should be at our goal amount. And so 10 weeks made this Our goal is to save 1,000 by, I need to look at my calendar really quick, by November 1st. That will be our 10 week. And so that's something you can write down for yourself to keep you accountable. What we will be doing once we've saved our $1,000 is we're going to continue saving to help our daughter save for her car. And then this will be going into our snowball amount once we're done with that. So once we have our 1,000 saved, we've helped pay for the car, then we can move on to really making progress with our snowball. Okay, next we have our debt. Okay, and so for our debt, we have Kohl's, so what I'll be doing is for Kohl's, having a hard time getting this all in frame. Okay, so for our debt, for Kohl's, it's $28 a month divided by 4. That is $7 a week. Is 54 divided by 4. That is $14. Target, that is $18, and that is $165 divided by 4, so that is $42. Capital One. So there will be money remaining because so many of these are rounding up, so that will go towards our snowball. So the snowball from the monthly amount will come down because of the rounding here, but then that extra money that is left in the envelope will go towards the snowball. I hope that makes sense. So Capital One is $69 a week, and then Lending Club is $110. And that equals $260 a week. So here we have our breakdowns that include the income. So literally all I did was take each figure divided by 4 because we had a weekly income. If you have a semi-monthly, you would just divide by 2, and that would tell you what you have for each pay. And so this is what our weekly budget looks like so far. Next, I'm going to do the sinking funds. It's going to go right here. And let's go ahead and dive on into the sinking funds. So we have groceries. $500 divided by 4 is $125. His spending, 80 divided by 4 is 20. I don't need to calculate that. I know that's our amount every week. Her spending is 20. Clothes, 100 divided by 4 is 25. Dog food, that is 20 a week. You can hear my dog shaking in the background. Vet and dog care, that is $20 a week. Gas, I believe $3.20 divided by 4 is 80. And this is going to be one that we're just going to have to figure out as we go, but we'll see. Dentist, 28 divided by 4 is 7. Medical is 25 a week. Date night, all I'm doing is taking these divided by 4, guys. I'm not using the calculator for each one because I do know what the totals are. So family would also be 10. Toiletries, I believe this is $30 per pay. 120 divided by 4, 30. And then gifts is 160 divided by 40. Okay, I just did that backwards. I thought it was 40, so I divided by 40 instead of 4. So the total there is $432. Now I can move aside my monthly budget sheet and I can pull the weekly together. So to figure out our snowball, it's not going to be the monthly sheet divided by 4 in this instance because of rounding. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the totals. So we have income of $1,289. We're going to subtract $496 minus the $100 for savings. Debt minus $260 minus $432. That leaves a snowball of $1. So due to rounding, it's kind of moved. I think we only had $8 to play with. The extra money will actually be in the envelopes that I can pull, but the snowball will end up being about $8 a month. I'm just going to leave this blank. You know what? I'm going to say extra from envelopes. And that should be approximately $8. And so here I have the weekly budget, and then any additional income will be going into our savings for now to help save for the car. And then once we have reached our $1,000 goal, plus we've paid for our daughter's car, and we still have $1,000 in our savings account, then we will be putting it towards our snowball. So my goal is by March, we've added an extra $100 towards our snowball that will be going towards our debt. If you guys have any questions, either leave them in the comments down below, or the best way to reach me is to hit me up in my DM on Instagram. You can find me at Budget in Style Designs. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, I really do appreciate having you subscribe. It lets me know that you find this information valuable, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my upcoming videos. Bye guys!